Key Nation, what is going on, man? It's your boy Manuel King, and today or tonight or this morning, it's tonight right now. I always be getting my times messed up. But anyways, we're going to be teaching you how to align vocals using Flex Time on Logic Pro X. You don't want to miss it. I've been doing this for a very long time, so I know what I'm talking about, man. If you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. Hit that like button, 'cause we a movement, boy. Let's get it. Key Nation, what is going on, man? Welcome, man. This is going to be a very, I don't want to say a very short, but it's going to be, average time. And I usually be doing about 10 to 11 minutes, but this is going to be about 5 to 6 because it's really not that difficult on how to do what I'm getting ready to teach y'all right now, man. So today, we will be aligning background vocals using Flex Time on Logic Pro X. It's really simple. Let's go ahead and get to the screen right now. Bam. You feel me? All right, so let's go ahead and get into it. This is a song that I've done a long time ago, maybe a year ago, whatever, called No Guidance. And these are all of my background vocals. These are my backings right here. And I have all of these vocals aligned because when you have background vocals, you always want to make sure that things are aligned. If they are not aligned, they will sound off and it will not sound professional. I will give you an example right now. So let's go ahead and shorten this up real fast. And I'm just gonna throw some of these kind of off time just a little bit, slightly, and you'll see what I'm talking about. It's gonna sound really weird. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna sound pretty crazy. I'm throwing these offline real fast. So here we go. Y'all ready? Boom.
Tell me how the hell she even worth it. I don't even think she got a purpose.
So right there were different sentences that weren't aligning with each other, okay? We don't want that. We do not want that. It does not sound professional. That's not what we want. That's not the aim that we want. We are going to go ahead and Control Z this G thing real fast. And this is what it is when everything is aligned.
Tell me how the hell she even worth it. I don't even think she got a purpose.
That sounds a lot better, okay? That's what we want. We don't want what we just heard, okay? So in order to attain that sound, I guess I should say, all you got to do is scroll right up here to this, I guess I don't even know what you would call this, toolbar, I guess you could say, for Logic Pro X, and you're gonna go to this icon right here. Hover over it. It's gonna say Show Hide Flex, or it has the shortcut right there. You can also do Command F, which I'll show you guys. You'll just Command F, and then it'll go into that. Or you can just go up here and click it. It don't really matter what you do. You just do it so that you can get to this right here, right? So boom, we've got that. Now it's going to, and I've already did this, right, as you guys can clearly see, but by default it's not going to have this. You have to elect what flex time you're going to use in order to align these vocals, right? So you always want to make sure you go to monophonic, okay? Don't go to automatic, slicing, rhythmic, polyphonic, speed, none of that. You want to make sure you go to monophonic because for instance, what I used to do is I used to go to polyphonic, okay? But polyphonic is for a multitude of sounds, right? It's for chords. It's a conjunction of keys used in one track, I guess I could say, right? So you might have an A, whatever chord it might make. You might have a B flat and a D sharp, or I don't know exactly all the notes or whatever the case is, but whenever you have a chord, you have specific notes that make up a chord. You'll use you'll use polyphonic for that. Since I'm singing, right, and the voice is a note, right? Since I'm singing, it's in mono because the human voice can't sing 3 notes at a time. So you always want to make sure you elect monophonic as opposed to polyphonic. Didn't know that, but when you learn stuff, you learn stuff. So I'm gonna teach y'all. You always want to make sure that you elect monophonic, and then you'll just go in right here and do what you're supposed to do. Now, these are the little lines that you have. It has the single line and the trifecta line, or whatever you guess. I guess you could say, right? It has a little 3 lines right there. Now, I will say this. I don't know what Logic has going on with the updates or whatever the case may be, but it used to be to where whenever you hovered over the beginning of it, it moved the whole thing, which was the difference between the solo line and the 3 lines. So I'll tell you, when you move this up like so, right? It moved this whole thing right here, right? So you see how we have this separate, line right here as opposed to this one. I'm highlighting it. If you hovered over the first and moved the whole thing, but it doesn't do that anymore. This is literally what you do in order just to get things to align, right? So you'll just hover over this and you'll look at every other line that you have, every other audio track, and you'll make sure that you align all these waveforms, these transients, with everything else so that it sounds all the same, right? So as we can see, let's go ahead and zoom in more here. So as we can see here, let's align these up, and some of this has already been recorded and everything like that. But even now I'm looking at it like, oh, I didn't even align it up super duper perfectly. But you get what I'm saying, right? And I'm not finna go, all the way into this because you can clearly see what I'm doing right here. You just align them, man. It's not hard. It's not hard at all. You just align these vocals up and you get a perfect vocal. Now there are other what's the word I'm looking for? Programs out there that you can use in order to line these vocals up. There's VocalLine. There's another one that I can't think of right now off the top of my head, but there are other programs out there that you can use to line vocals up. But it's really, really dope to actually manually go in there and see if you want to, fix these background vocals up personally for your own feel. Maybe there's something that you might not like with VocalLine. I don't even have VocalLine because it costs money. That's number one. Number two, and I could purchase it if I wanted to, but I just never did. That's number one. Then number two, it doesn't make me any never mind to actually do this. I have no problem with going in and fixing my background vocals and things like that to make sure everything sounds exactly the same, man. So that's pretty much it. You just
Tell me how the hell she even worth it. I don't even think she got a purpose. I shouldn't pay no mind, but when we fuck, it's perfect.
So, hey, man, that's pretty much it. Everything is already aligned, and that's what you'll do. You'll just go amongst each and every one of these transients right here, and you'll just align them up and make sure everything sounds copacetic. You feel me? And that's pretty much it, man. So that's it. That's what I got for you guys today in terms of alignment of vocals. If you guys got any questions, please comment down below. I will be more than happy to answer them. Hit me in my DMs on Instagram if you want to know any more about that. I also do mixing and mastering services. So if you want your songs mixed or mastered, go to my email right in the description below. Can't talk. Go into the description below. Hit me up. Serious inquiries only, and we can talk business. You feel me? So thank y'all so much for tuning in. I'm going to see y'all in the next video, fam. Gang.